Welcome to Hits and Headlines, everyone. Whether you're a longtime listener or new to the show, we're excited to have you here. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Today, we're talking about Vice Ganda's incredible achievement, being honored with the Special Jury Award at the Twitter MMFF. Joining us to discuss this big moment are our amazing hosts, Zachary, our film expert, and Dinah, who's passionate about Filipino cinema. Let's jump into today's discussion with Zachary and Dinah.
Welcome back, everyone, for another deep dive. This time, we're heading to the Philippines.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, right. Specifically, we're going to be backstage, kinda, at the Metro Manila Film Festival.
The MMFF?
Yeah, the MMFF. And, we've got this really interesting article about a special award that was given to Vice Ganda.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, as you know, Vice Ganda.
Yeah, for sure. One of the Philippines' biggest comedians.
Exactly, huge. And this award was a total surprise.
Right.
Yeah, I think what's so interesting about this is we see like another side of Vice Ganda.
You mean like beyond the comedy?
Yeah, this is about their artistic growth, them tackling social issues. It's really cool. So picture this. It's the awards night, 50th anniversary of the MMFF. Huge deal, right? We're at the Soler Ballroom.
Fancy.
Totally, all glitzy and glamorous. And Dennis Trillo and Lorna Tolentino, they're the ones presenting this award.
Oh, wow, big names.
Right? And they announce it, and Vice Ganda is just floored.
What'd they do?
The article says they turned to their co-star, Eugene Domingo, and the director, June Robles Lana, and they're like, wait, special jury citation for what? Best dress.
Uh-huh. Classic Vice Ganda, always with the jokes.
Right. But you can tell, even with the laughing, there's this, tension.
Yeah, like anticipation.
Exactly. And then the presenters explain it's for an artist who, breaks boundaries, shows growth, tackles important social issues, and you can see it hit Vice Ganda.
Like the weight of it all?
Yeah, it's more than just another award. It's recognition.
Right, for all that depth they have as a performer.
Exactly. And, you think about their career, it's been huge.
Oh, yeah. Sister Aka's.
Girl Boy, Bakla Tomboy.
The Mall, The Merrier, those were massive.
All those total blockbusters, MMFF hits, and hilarious. But this is different.
It's deeper.
Exactly. And it makes you wonder, what issues and the breadwinner is actually deal with, the film that got them this award, how did it push those boundaries?
Yeah, great question.
We should hear what Vice Ganda had to say too, right? Their speech.
Oh, definitely. That'll give us some insight for sure.
So they start their speech, and it's really moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, they thank ABS-CBN first, their home studio.
Oh, right.
Which, this was what, 2023? Just a couple years after they lost their broadcast license? Huge deal.
Yeah, that was a blow to the whole industry.
For sure. But they still backed Vice Ganda, trusted them with this project. It's pretty powerful.
There's a lot about both of them, their talent and ABS-CBN's commitment.
Totally. And then Vice Ganda thanks the director.
June Robles Lana.
Yeah, June Robles Lana. And they're so grateful, for being given this role, one that let them, I guess, explore more.
More emotional range?
Yeah, and dive into some really thought-provoking stuff. Which, speaking of, this film also won the Gender Sensitivity Award.
At the MMFF?
Yeah, it was in the article. Pretty big deal, I think.
It is. It means the film did something really special.
But what does that even mean, in film? Gender sensitivity?
It's more than just having diverse characters. It's how you portray them. It's about, challenging stereotypes, promoting understanding, tackling those issues, but with nuance, respect.
So thinking about Vice Ganda and June Robles Lana, the director, and just Filipino society, what do you think this film could be about?
Well, we haven't seen it, so it's hard to say for sure.
Right.
But knowing Vice Ganda's journey as a gay performer and June Robles Lana's work, I wouldn't be surprised if it touched on identity, acceptance, maybe the challenges LGBTQ plus folks face in the Philippines.
Makes sense. And, Vice Ganda's background is comedy, so I wonder if the film uses humor to deal with these heavy topics.
It's interesting.
Is that even possible? Can you make people laugh and make them think critically about social issues at the same time?
It's tricky, but yeah, I think humor can be powerful that way.
Really?
Think about it. When you're laughing, you're more open.
To new ideas.
Exactly. It disarms you a bit and makes you more receptive.
The things you might otherwise shut down.
Yeah, you're more willing to listen.
So it's like sugarcoating the medicine a little.
Kinda. But it's got to be done well,
But how do you do that? Use comedy for social commentary effectively.
Well, someone like Vice Ganda, they can use humor to expose hypocrisy.
Oh.
Highlight how absurd some social norms are. Make us laugh at ourselves. The ridiculousness of prejudice. It's a balance. humor, and insight.
So, Vice Ganda, I mean, starting with making people laugh and now using that to talk about these big issues, pretty inspiring.
It is. Makes you think about the power of art entertainment to actually drive change. What do you think?
For sure, but I'm also curious about the bigger picture, like how does this award, this film, fit into Filipino cinema as a whole and how society views, LGBTQ plus representation?
That's a good point. To really understand this moment, we need to look at how Filipino cinema has evolved, especially how they've portrayed, LGBTQ plus characters and stories. So Filipino cinema, LGBTQ plus stories, where are we now?
Yeah, it's been a journey, that's for sure.
For a long time, LGBTQ plus characters, they were kind of the punchline,
Oh, right, like stereotypical roles, just there for laughs.
Exactly, or portrayed negatively. But in the last few decades, things have shifted.
I've noticed that too, like there's more nuance now.
Absolutely. There's a new wave of Filipino filmmakers telling authentic stories.
Like Ang Pagdadalaga ni Maximo Oliveras, that one was huge.
Oh, yeah, and Zombading's one. Remember that?
Yeah,
one?
those were groundbreaking, got international attention too.
And they opened doors for others to tell their stories too.
And Vice Ganda winning this award and the breadwinner it feels like it's part of that progress.
It definitely is. It shows growing acceptance in the industry and hopefully society too.
It proves these stories can be successful,
Critically acclaimed, commercially viable, and start important conversations.
Which is interesting because the Philippines is known for strong family values and being very Catholic, but it also has this vibrant LGBTQ plus community.
It's a complex mix, tradition and progress, always pushing and pulling.
And films like this, I feel like they help bridge that gap.
They do. They challenge those old ideas, help people understand.
Create space for dialogue. And with Vice Ganda's success, I mean, they're so beloved. Could that help even more? Like, normalize LGBTQ plus representation in the mainstream.
I think it has the potential. Their visibility is huge. And they're using their platform to talk about these issues. That's inspiring.
It really makes you realize entertainment can be such a force for change.
It can. And it reminds you, when you have that platform, there's a responsibility to use your voice for social justice, for equality.
So wrapping up this deep dive, I feel hopeful, like Filipino cinema is moving forward, and people like Vice Ganda, they're leading the way towards a more inclusive future.
I agree. It makes you wonder what's next, what stories haven't been told yet, what boundaries can still be pushed, how will cinema keep evolving to reflect the real diversity of the Philippines.
Those are such good questions, and it reminds us the conversation keeps going. There's always more to explore, to learn, to support, Keep celebrating diverse stories.
Exactly. And I hope Vice Ganda's story inspires us all to use our voices, however we can, for a better, more just world.
Beautifully said. Until next time, deep divers, keep exploring, questioning, and keep those conversations going.